Howdy folks, how are y'all doing? My name is Reese, and welcome back to the Minecraft 2025 Let's Play Adventure. Mr. Wandering Trader, you don't have any more shells, do you? Get out! Leave this island now. I have nothing more to gain from you. You have no more shells. You have no more llamas / alpaca, from which I might acquire some more delectable. I don't eat the leads. It's not true. It's a myth. It's a lie. It's not a real thing that's happening. Today, folks, we have a little episode in mind, but a little bit can go a long way. By which I mean the episode will be short, but we've got a lot to talk about. Let me introduce you to Barn XL. I finally finished it. It took a lot of... Well, this is unfortunate. It took a lot of time and a lot of effort, and I had to make a lot of design decisions, but I'm finally ready to give you a tour of the barn that is, yes, 1 block longer than it is wide, and therefore, regardless of how it looks on the map, it is in fact not a square. It is a regular, long barn, and maybe in the future we make it longer. But for now, let me give you a tour of the outside. So first off, I don't know if we ever touched on it with these windows, but they were modeled after the windows on the other side. Now, you might remember before, the windows looked a bit like this. Single block in the middle, shutters to either side. Now they're 2 blocks wide, and the reason for that is because this side is no longer an odd number of blocks, it's an even number of blocks, which made it hard to space out 3 windows evenly if they were only 3 blocks wide, so I needed to make them 4 blocks wide, and this makes more sense, because before, how did these even work, right? If they were shutters, they would have overlapped one another. It made no sense, so this is much more practical. Now, I did end up adding windows to the fronts, or I guess to the shorter sides, to make them look a little bit more complete and a little bit less bland, because having this just be solid mangrove didn't look great, and it still has the problem of, well, how do these shutters work? I guess they do overlap, and the details as to why aren't important. On the inside here, you'll see our fantastic assortment of various different sheep. Now, once we do eventually finally manage to upgrade to 21.5, all of these sheep, I believe, will have their color of wool on the little patterning on their body, which is great. That's going to be really helpful for determining which sheep are which. However, as of right now, in this version, we don't have that, so what I've done instead is I've put the corresponding wool on top of the glass in front of the sheep. So if I need wool in a hurry, I can walk up and down here, determine where the one that I need is. Oh, I needed some pink wool, and there it is. And we can actually go down there now because on this side of the room, we have a ladder and a trap door. Now, the basement isn't necessarily completed, but we're working on it, and as you can see here, we have quick and easy access to everything, except for the back side of these. So if things get messed up, I'll have to create a tunnel back there, and probably should have considered that beforehand, and might need to do that now. But as you can see, or keep in mind, we emptied this one. Well, I guess you wouldn't know that. I emptied the wool out of here earlier for wool on the roof of the barn, which is why that only has 58. This one only has 58 because it's not been as productive. As you can see, it's kind of random which ones produce a lot and which ones produce little. Some only have like half a stack, some have 2 stacks, some might have, working on their 3rd stack at the moment, and it seems to be a little bit random. Keep in mind, grass growth is a bit random itself, as is when will the sheep eat, so it's just gonna vary. I did remember that grass, I think, only grows or grows more quickly during the day, but direct access to sunlight doesn't seem to be necessary. As you've seen the system work since we walked into the barn earlier, it does still operate, it still works even though there's no sunlight. We do have plenty of light, though, from the lanterns, which also needed to be redone to make them fit more evenly, I guess you could say, get even lighting while keeping it all symmetrical and tidy. And as for what's going to go on this side of the barn, I think we'll ultimately end up adding our mushroom farm in there, which will be pretty much the same thing as the previous cow farm, where you just right-click them with wheat, and then they overfill the space and automatically die and drop their goods. Of course, we can also then right-click them with a bowl, which is the kind of main advantage to having the mushrooms as opposed to the cows, so that's great. And I might make this entire center area here the dirt path. Now that the animals are caged away like so, there's no reason to have a gate, which is partially, didn't we have, why did we do this? There was a reason we didn't pick dirt path before. Did it have something to do with a gate? Maybe not. I can't remember the exact reason we didn't. Comment down below. What was the exact reason we didn't use dirt path in here? and instead went with roots of some variety. I can't remember. But there you have it, everyone. That is Barn XL, but we're not done with our tour just yet. The tour continues because I put the final touches in here on Ash the Ocelot's enclosure, as well as Jenko the Jackrabbit, by adding themed signs, and by themed, I mean... Well, that was loud and sounded like something falling. I'll be right back. That was the sound of a box fan being knocked off of a high perch. The details aren't important. The signs are themed because I use different types of planks. So for Ash the Ocelot, we use the jungle log, and for Jenko McJackrabbit, because there are no types of desert trees, best I could come up with was birch because it's kind of sandy colored, and then we just typed on them and added some glow, which gives it a nice white outline. I think it looks fantastic and really helps complete the animal enclosures. Overall, I'm quite pleased with how all of this has turned out, and look forward to adding more enclosures with more names and more pets in the future. But what comes next, you might be wondering? What have we planned in the world for our next little adventure? Well, obviously, the automated cow farm seems like the best bet. In fact, why don't we do that right now? Because it'll take minutes at most. So here's what I've come up with for this design. It's nice and simple and subtle, which makes it the most practical. Here we have your bog standard double chest. Atop that we have your bog standard hopper. Up top we have a series of slabs made out of quartz, because we've not used quartz for anything. We have a lot of it. I used the stone cutter. Are you proud of me? I remembered that it existed and that it's efficient for making stairs, which I almost made, but I realized this would be better. Now, we've learned from the past. I don't know why I'm doing this voice. I was like, I'm going to do a barn tour, and I just went into this voice. I don't know why. I guess it's my presenter voice. It's my HGTV voice. I'm not going to stop now. We're this far into it. I went into this design thinking I wanted it to be simple and subtle. I also remember from previous mistakes that I don't want to fill it up with water just yet. Let's get the animals in there first. For that, we'll be using a lead, so please follow my lead. We're going to set them free, and they should scrabble. Scrabble? Nope, that's a game. They'll scramble. They'll scatter. Come on. I actually didn't think about this. Here. There you go. Come this way. You know, it might be easier if I temporarily just... Oh. Hi. Oh! Well, thank you. There you go. Right this way. Head them on. Move them out. Rawhide. Come on. If I get above them, will they follow me up there? We might be onto something here. If I just, like, temporarily build a staircase to up above here with the wheat. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, goodness me. Okay, I mean, I'm stuck in here now, but we might be onto something. Okay, all right, never mind. Forget this. Can I even undo it? I can't. There we go. I don't know where it went. It probably went into the chat. Oh, hi. Are you going to... Almost. Here, look. Looky here. Oh, my goodness. Okay, we're onto something. Come on along. Come along. This is truly the way to go about doing this. This is brilliant, and they can't jump out. I guess I should have explained. The one block hole is not enough to hold them, as they might hop out. However, the addition of the quartz slab is enough to keep them contained inside. No, don't go up the stairs, you bozo. Come around here. There you go. Who's left? Is it just you two? There's some, I think, that got out in a previous episode, weren't there? And they just, like, went on a grand expedition. They're all around the island. I might have to go track them down now. There we go. Yeah, we're good somewhere. They didn't escape the island, did they? I know I've seen them wandering far and wide. Where did they go? Where did they end up? Did I end up putting them back? I actually can't remember now. I suppose they could have made their way back there by themselves. They have the ability to jump into the enclosure, not out of. So I guess they might have... Or maybe I... No, there's one of them. I was going to say maybe I killed them? I didn't. I see you. Hold on just 1 second. I'm going to get you. But I need to take care of this chicken first. That chicken's been down here for years. In Minecraft. Minecraft years. It's gone now, though. Rip in peace. Please get in my boat. You haven't seen your kinfolk around here, have you? I've been thinking about it, and I'm thinking about building sandstone along the edge of the island and having that be sort of the strong structural support that holds it all together. Because in reality, if we just keep throwing sand in the water, and I understand it's Minecraft, it doesn't matter, but it should just float away with the tide. We'd need to build a retaining wall of some kind. And I feel like it'd be more aesthetically pleasing to have it be made of sandstone than of, like, cobblestone or bricks or anything. There you go. And then there was one, and I would like to actually find it if possible. It could have just ran away and gone out into unloaded chunks. It could be like Ginger. It might have gone to Ginger's Island. We actually don't know. It may very well have made a break for it and made it far, far away from here and be living a life of peace and prosperity, all on its lonesome, without so much as an ounce of concern. No, there it is. It's a shame you weren't more efficient at getting away, because I was actually going to just, like, leave you be when I thought that you'd made it off the... that's how we operate for some reason. The decision was made some time ago that if you manage to escape the island, not only will we let you go, but we will also give you a name tag and come and turn your little peninsula that you're living on into a proper island and kill zombies for you. For more details on this adventure, see the previous episode with Ginger the chicken. I thought more people would get what that was a reference to when I named her Ginger. No one's gotten what that was comment down below if you know. Why the chicken that ran, why did I call it Ginger? Comment down below. Come along. Hello, come along. I strongly advise that you get out of the water immediately and not linger, as there are undead beasts seeking to devour our flesh. That's the one area on the island they can swim up on, if you believe it. It's probably not true, but it's close to. Excellent! Now, we have successfully secured all of the mushrooms in the hole. Next, we'll come down below and fetch our lead, which we had hoped was in there. Then, before activating this monstrosity, we're going to add a pale oak fence right above the cows. This will prevent them from escaping when water is added. Now, without further ado, we'll add the water. And oh, hold on. Actually, I think it's supposed to be one block lower than that. Oh, great. Yeah, no, we've made a mistake. I can just barely see the corner of the water. I don't think I can get it without accidentally clicking a mushroom. Huh. What if I do this? If we place a block here, and then we break this block here, I was gonna say the mushrooms ought not be able to escape. Then we might be able to get the water. I need to click that corner right there. Ah! Well, floating away is not helping. There we go. All right, I gotta click on the corner there, but not on the mushroom. Come on. Ah! I'm gonna have crazy strong bones by the time this is all done. Yes! There we are. Now, we'll restore these blocks to their proper locations. And then we'll attempt to add the water down here instead. We gotta think very carefully about what it is we're about to do. I was about to break the planks out, but that would allow them to explode into the basement, and that would be a nightmare, so we don't want to do that. Is there a way to deploy the water? If I do that, and then I break this piece, they shouldn't be able to get... Wait, hold on. No, wait, they can't get out anyway. Even without that, they can't get out because the fence is up there. Okay, I have to... Well, here's the problem, though. Again, I have to be able to see the corner... No, that's not it. Actually, I don't know that this won't work. It might be fine with it placed right there. Let's see what happens when we attempt to feed them all wheat. It's kind of working. It's not as efficient, though. The reason you want them in the water is so that they bob up and down, and you don't have to, like, try to get to all of them. They'll just naturally move in and out of the way, which is not currently happening. Yeah, no, this is not going to work. Oh, babies. Oh dear. Yeah, no, this is unfortunate, but it's what has to be done. I'm sorry, I don't have any room for you right now. It seems as though Reese has made a mistake. One that he's unsure if he'll be able to recover from. Oh. Oh, that's fine. Oh good, more babies. Fantastic. Okay. So we got rid of that, and there they go. They're all sinking back down to the bottom. And now, we should be able to place the water here at this level right there. It's exactly what we've wanted this whole time. Now, the cows should be bouncing up and down in a way that is more fitting for their intended purpose. Look at all of that movement. Isn't it fantastic? Let's remove these extra segments of fence post, which are no longer required, and attempt yet again a breeding process, remembering now that some of them have already bred and won't be breedable. Actually, they're still not moving all that much. I don't know. Maybe I bred more of them before than I realized. I don't think I did this right. I've got to look up my own video again. Do I need to get rid of the fence post? Is the fence post in the wrong position? Oh, well. No, the fence post was not in the wrong position. All right, let's see if we can get them back in there using wheat. Yeah, no, not that way. No. Okay, no, see, I should have anticipated that. See, what I've done is I've added full blocks. So now there's where the water is, a full block. And then, yeah, I think this is actually how we had it before anyway. So will they go back in there? It seems like for some reason they're having more issues this time around getting inside than they did before. Come along. Right this way. Right into the hole you go. Once where you'll stop, nobody knows. Come on, cows, hop in the hole. Wait, hold on, there's nothing stopping me. Now that we... hold on. No, I've figured out something very simple and easy. Now that we understand a little bit better how this thing works, there's nothing stopping us from coming back down here. And once again, just removing this water. Well, there we are. Remove that water. So once again, it is empty. And then we can try to lure everyone back in. Come along, everyone. We're trying this one more time. Anyone who doesn't fall for this simple trick will die. Because I'm not playing around. We already did this once today, and I'm upset I have to do it again. So, get in the hole. Come on now. Don't mess with me. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. Go ahead. Yes. In you go. Yes. There you go. Don't be shy now. Yes. Who else is out here? Come along. Come on. You. Oh, you. You silly. You silly. Come along. This is silly because they kind of walk over the hole, and then I have to, like, push them in. How did you get over here so fast? You're one of the free ones, weren't you? You're used to free roaming. You had the lay of the land. You were ready. By the way, quick question for everyone out there. Knowing what the cows and all the animals do after they eat, what instinct is driving this behavior when you hold food out to them? Are they really hungry? Or are they really, well... Think of other H words, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is the implication there? I think I got them all back in there. At least if any got away, they got far enough away that I'm not going to go bother trying to track them down. So, let's try this. Just one more time. You know what's sad is I'm pretty sure... No, this is where that goes. Which means that we've just recreated the exact same system we already had. So why weren't they moving around more? Does it need to have the water in there to start with? Am I about to have to do this again? I think I'm about to have to do this again. They're not bouncing around nearly as much as I remember. Oh, but it's working better now. For no reason. No logical, sensible reason. Neato! Well, I say we can just about call this a job well done. What do you folks say? What's that? You want to see what it looks like if we try to put these all back? I mean, that might lead to some unforeseen consequences, but I'm willing to try if that's really what you want. Yeah, it's the babies. It's always the babies. Kids pay. Oh, yeah, get back in there. Go ahead. Oh, look at them. Poor tykes, they can't get back inside. It's a shame, really. All right. Well, I think maybe the reason we couldn't feed them before was just because we'd bred some of them already. I mean, we had like 8 kids pop out of there, so... all of that second go-round was just a waste of time. What we need now is another hatch door right there, so we can easily access the fruit of our labor. Fortunately, I have one additional trap door, so we can easily open that, access the fruit of our labor, perhaps add some ladders here in the future. Maybe I could even add some ladders right now. Why be lazy? Why be lazy when instead we can be awesome? You too can be awesome today by clicking that like button, leaving a comment, or joining as a channel member. That's it though, video's done. Thank you folks for watching. Wait a minute, no it's not, hold on. It's not done just yet, folks. Remember, at the end of a job completed, you need to go to the sign and say, get yeeted. Thank you folks for watching. God bless each and every one of you, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.